Yo, what's good, YouTube? This your boy Derek Branch of SportsView360.com, covering the New Orleans Saints today. And today, I just want to talk about the upcoming matchup between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Saints return from being on a two-game road trip that featured games against the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. So you went from the West Coast to the East Coast, and now you back home at the Dome. But I want to talk about the point spread for Sunday's matchup with the Giants. According to the numerous sports bookies out there, is that the Saints are a the Giants are a favorite to win Sunday's matchup. According to the latest betting lines, is that the Giants are a 1.5 point favorite to win to win this Sunday against the Saints. And the over under is 41.4 points in Sunday's matchup. Now, what's interesting about this is that this is the first time that the Giants um, will be favorites to win a game this season, and they have been the underdog in 24 straight games. That's how bad the Giants have been. 24 straight games, the Giants have been slated as the underdogs. So my reasoning for this, for the Giants being picked to win this game, is because of how bad the Saints have looked and how the Giants looked um against the LA Chargers, who they put off an upset to beat this past Sunday. You know, a 21-18 victory. Now the Chargers were a team that was undefeated headed into that matchup, and they did lose one of their offensive tackles, and Joe Alt. The other tackle, Rashawn Slater, he was lost during training camp. So Giants got after him in this match in the Sunday's matchup. But what Vegas is telling you is that they feel as though the Giants can win this game. The Saints are not a threat to them. Don't really pose a serious threat to them. And they'll win this game. It'll be a close one, but the Giants will win this game. This is what Vegas is feeling. But as we all know, you still got to go. Even though you're all favorite to win the game, they still got to go out there and play it. You know, and I know a lot of people out there had pointed to the Giants matchup as a game where the Saints could possibly win. Out of all of like through this out of all of the first 5 games of the season, between you got the game against the Arizona Cardinals, 49ers, Seahawks, Bills, Giants, a lot of people felt as though the Saints win could come in this matchup. You know, and because the talent, I would say they say that because the talent level, you're on a in regards to like talent on the rosters between the Giants and the Saints, people feel as though the Saints and the Giants are on even playing fields when it comes to the talent. And I kind of somewhat disagree with that because I think on paper the Giants have a better roster. On paper they have a very good roster compared to the Saints. Um, they lost. They had a legitimate number one wide receiver in Malik Neighbors, former LSU Tiger, but unfortunately, Neighbors will not be playing in Sunday's matchup after suffering a torn ACL injury. So that changes things significantly. You know, um, Jackson Dart, the rookie QB, he is a quarterback that has mobile ability, an area where the Saints have struggled with in the past. Another factor to consider is that the Saints have had a history of struggling with rookie quarterbacks. Rookie quarterbacks in the past, not everyone, but most of them, have tended to do a really good job playing against the Saints for the first time. And Sunday's matchup in the Dome will be Jackson Dart's first appearance against the New Orleans Saints. But not having Malik Neighbors out there changes things for them. So it'll be interesting to see what the game plan will be because um, he was their guy. Malik Neighbors was their top guy in the passing game. You know, running game. That's an area where the Saints struggle with as well. Giants have a solid running back in Cam Scatterboo, rookie running back. Um, the defensive line is very good compared to what the Saints have right now, and with Dexter Lawrence, Kevon Thibodeau, Brian Burns. Also, on the outside in the secondary, also will be dealing with a familiar face in Paulson Adebo, former Saint, who signed with the Giants during free agency. But that 1.5 points spread is not bad. Um, I think the Saints go in this game. Not 100% sure, but if you ask me right now, between the Giants and the Patriots, which game are you confident? You're more confident in the Saints winning? I would say the Giants. Because I see New England as right now like a on the bubble playoff team compared to the New York Giants. I don't think the Giants are going to the playoffs this season, but Patriots may have a shot. We'll see. But right now, as of right now, this will most likely stay this way. Go ahead and heading into the game. Giants are a 1.5 point favorite over the Saints. Heading into Sunday's matchup with the New Orleans Saints, and that's because of how things have changed for both teams these last couple of weeks. Giants, we're looking like a really bad team until you get Jackson Dart out there. They win a game. They pull off an upset against a team that was undefeated, and you know, heading into this matchup, odd makers feel as though they're the better team. Roster wise, they may be better, but they still got to go out there and do it. So just got to wait and see how that all gonna play out. But that's all I have for y'all for right now. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel about the Giants being a 1.5 point favorite over the Saints this Sunday. Peace.